My friends and I took 10 power moons in Super Mario Odyssey, and we hid them all from each other so that we could play a game of hide and seek in Super Mario Odyssey. Here are the hiding spots I used for my moons, with the final moon being the most intense hiding spot of all. We are starting off in the Luncheon Kingdom, and I thought that this area back here, just behind the start of the level, was a little suspicious the first time I played this game. And I like this circle of coins here, so I put my first power moon over here. Not a super difficult hiding spot, but I think it's a nice place for a power moon. I thought that this little tunnel passage down here in the Luncheon Kingdom was a nice little spot to have another power moon. It's a little bit out of the way, and you'll want to be exploring everywhere so that you can find all the power moons. You want to head off to the side, capture another lava bubble, then you can take that lava bubble inside here and get the next power moon. If you head into this cannon as the lava bubble, you'll get shot across to the next part of the kingdom here, and as you make your way through the kingdom, you really want to keep your eyes peeled, and I don't mean peeled like the vegetables in the level, I mean you want to pay attention to everything around you. You'll want to check every part of the level, making sure that you're not missing anything, and if you go back from where the cannon launched you and you climb up these blue cliffs on the side, you'll come across the next hidden power moon, so you'll want to make sure that you don't miss that. You don't want to continue into this town yet, because off to the side of the town here, if you head over here, if you go down to where the Fire Bros are, you'll notice that there's another moon near the cliff here. You can try to make it to the moon as Mario, and dropping down from the top of the cliff is probably the best idea if you want to do that. But it might be a bit difficult to make it back alive if this is what you're doing. An easier way to get this power moon is to capture a nearby lava bubble, and you can get shot into this area here using the cannon, and as the lava bubble, it is very easy to go over and collect this power moon and survive. There's another hidden area back here that you can access with the lava bubble, and I thought that that might be a good spot for a power moon too, but there are normally coins here, so I just left the coins here and I had the power moon outside. When I first played this game, I didn't know at first that you could capture lava bubbles, so I was making my way through the Luncheon Kingdom in a really weird way. I didn't know how to get past any of these parts with the pink goop because I didn't know that you could capture the lava bubbles yet. So I was making things a lot more difficult for myself than they had to be, but maybe also taking some shortcuts in some places. I remember I was trying to see if you could skip past here to get to the next part of the level by doing a triple jump and using Cappy here, and it was a slightly difficult jump to make, so I thought going a bit farther up along this path would be a good place for another power moon, so I put the next power moon right over here along this path after you make it up this blue cliff part. There's this area just ahead of us in the distance with some steps here, and you normally don't have to go there to finish the game, but there's a few side things, like some purple coins and a golden turnip, which, fun fact, is called a golden radish in the game's files. I was thinking of putting the power moon up here at the very top because I'm not sure if this is how you're supposed to get up, but I found that with a spin jump and some wall jumps and dives, I was able to get up to the top like that. But I decided to just keep the moon down here to the side because it's a bit more hidden and it's also easier, and you get rewarded for checking all the nooks and crannies of the level, and I really want to encourage exploration in this mod. There are really so many good hiding spots that you can use in this kingdom. As I was making my way through the Luncheon Kingdom, I was thinking about all the places where I could have put a power moon, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to look for moons that my friends hid when I played their versions of this mod. I thought a nice place for the next moon would be off the side of this cliff here, and you can climb up here with Mario and drop down, but it doesn't look like there's any way for Mario to survive after doing that, so maybe there'll be a lava bubble nearby that we can use to get to that moon safely. If we head over to the start of the peak climb to get a look at this power moon from another angle, it looks pretty well hidden from some angles, and it's something that you might miss if you're not looking out for something potentially being hidden at every corner. It is possible to see the power moon from different angles, so it won't be extremely difficult to find, but I think this is a nice hiding spot. One nice way to get this moon is to throw Cappy at this scarecrow here so that the platforms appear, then you jump over to the island with Captain Toad in the distance. You can take some burn damage on the way there, but it definitely is possible to make it over to Captain Toad here, and once Cappy comes back to you, you can capture a lava bubble here, and then you're free to move around inside this pink goop. You can head on over to the side of the cliff where the power moon is, and get that power moon without Mario dying. When I first played through this kingdom in the game, I was expecting there to be more stuff hidden in the side paths when I was climbing up the cliff here, so I thought a nice place for another power moon would be below this platform here near the checkpoint flag at the top. there's quite a bit of pink goop below you here, so you want to be careful when you're getting this one, and you can time it properly so that you jump at the power moon, and then when you start falling down, you land on something solid instead of falling into the goop. Then you can jump to safety and get this power moon without even taking any damage. Or you could also jump down to the power moon from this side and do some cappy throws and dives and not have to worry about landing on the platforms below with the right timing. That's another alternative. Something that's good if you're hiding moons and bad if you're looking for moons is that some moons don't appear if you're too far away from them, and it's only once you're close enough to them that they appear. So I put a power moon up on top of this entrance here, and it's pretty easy to make it up on top of it if you jump from up high and you make your way across using cappy throws and dives. I would have loved to put a hidden moon even higher up here along this mountain, but this mountain surface here is super slippery, and I couldn't get Mario to make his way up here any farther, so I decided to keep a power moon just up here for Mario to collect, so when he gets to it, he could get this power moon. And with that, there is only one power moon left. I was originally thinking of putting it up at the top where the large pot is cooking, where you face the bird boss, but I thought I should have one moon that's pretty difficult to get to and pretty well hidden. Do you remember this power moon down here that we saw earlier? If you look up from here, changing the camera angle, you could see the final power moon up on the slippery slope of this mountain. The slippery slope where you have no control and you can't climb up. I decided to move the final moon to this slippery side of the mountain here, and it is possible to see it from earlier in the level, but you probably won't be able to reach it from here, so we're going to have to go about getting it in a different way. The way that you'd get this moon is actually more tricky than what I originally intended, but it is possible to get it, and it's not too bad, so I decided to leave it as it is. You want to partially climb up the mountain here, getting up to right by the checkpoint here, and you want to do some kind of jump to make it over this wall here. Once you're over this wall, you'll start sliding if you reach this surface. I originally planned that you'll slide along to get the moon, but if you slide, you'll be below the moon, and you can't jump up and reach it while you're sliding like this, and you also have very little control over where you're going. So the way that you actually can get this moon is right after you jump over this wall, you want to be careful to not touch the surface of the mountain so you don't start sliding uncontrollably. And you'll want to use Cappy and do dives, and you can do a dive straight into the power moon from here if you can avoid the surface of this mountain. And you can also collect the moon from before if you haven't already collected that one. I don't think that I've actually gotten all of the power moons in this kingdom yet in my regular playthrough of Super Mario Odyssey, so it'd be really funny if any of my hiding spots were actually unchanged from the original game. There's more information about this Super Mario Odyssey hide and seek in the pinned comment on this video, and make sure that you are subscribed if you'd like to see when I play through the hide and seek mods that my friends made where they hid the power moons in this kingdom, as well as other fun gameplays, experiments, and fun stuff. I'm wishing all of you an amazing day ahead of you. Thank you so much for watching, and take care, everybody.